Hello and welcome. I am the Imperishable, and on today's episode we have another WTC online game. It is myself versus the Ukrainian captain Skarbrand. Okay, he is running the royal host. So it is a Tomb Kings off. It is the Colt versus the Chariots spam. What is Setcher going to choose for his next military plan? We're going to find out now. So to start with, let's have a look at the list. Mine obviously hasn't changed because for this whole tournament we aren't allowed to change lists or anything like that. So I've still got my level 3 Illusion Law Familiar, my level 4 General, Earthen Rods, Ruby Ring, Elementalism, Mortuary Priest, level 2 Wizard, Battle Standard Bearer, and the Amulet Serpent, 47 Skeleton Archers, 5 Skeleton Horse Archers, 8 Skeleton Skirmishers, 3 Tomb Swans, and 3 lots of 5 Bow Shabties. I also have 2 Tomb Scorpions with Ambush and a single Casket of Souls with protection. And to my opponent, they're obviously the better man because he is playing a much more fun list than mine. He is playing Chariot Spam. He has got the Tomb King on Dragon with Talisman Protection Armor Rangers, great weapon. He's also got an Obsidian Lodestone because there's no magic protection in this army, except it's also the General Arise, so he's a level 1. So it's just to make that, obviously, Might Mirage that a little bit harder and stuff like Fireball, things so you can get freely off, just that little bit harder. He also has got 2 more Tomb Kings, both on Skeleton Chariots, one with the Arm of Destiny and one with the Warding Splint. So the idea is they've all got invuns, okay, ward saves. So they're all pretty tanky, they're all pretty good. He then has 2 units of Skeleton Chariots, only with a champion, and they've all got Burning Blades. He's obviously got 4 Tomb Guard Chariots. Once again, Captain's got a Burning Blade. He's got 2 units of Skeleton Skirmishers with Warbows and Ambush, and 2 Tomb Scorpions. Okay, so this list is very much, I'm going to come at you with protection of the Skeleton Skirmishers, because something I didn't really realise is that the Skeleton Skirmishers had Chariot runners, so I was a bit confused why he wasn't ambushing them, because I thought that'd be really cool. He could maybe come in behind. We are playing Mountain Blast, so that does affect it. So just to talk about my spells, obviously my Illusion Wizard, I chose the Fly spell, Column, and Might Mirage. My Elementalism, I believe I got a Plague, a TMP. I didn't get a Wind Blast. No, I did get a Wind Blast. I just didn't really use it. And a reserve move. My level 2 obviously chose the reroll 1s. And I can't actually think what the other one I've got for them. Maybe an Earthen Rampart to give a 5-up ward potentially. So let's have a look at deployment. So as I said, it's Mountain Blast. So I do apologise for kind of how it's looking. I'm going to try and see if I can make it a little bit better for us right now. That's probably the best I can do. There is a Tomb Scorpion dodged off. There we go. So, I'm on the left-hand side. He is on that right-hand side. So, I've gone Ushabti with my Skeleton Archers behind because I can TMP them where I want. Double Tomb Scorpion down at the bottom down here. I've got my Skeleton Skirmishers just at the back, just in case I want to fly a wizard over here, which you can see I do have. This is my Illusion Wizard because I saw him put down his Tomb King here. So the whole job of this priest is trying to shut down this Tomb King. My other 2 priests, my level 4 Elementalism is between the Ushabti and the Skeleton Archers, just to play a bit more of that protective role. I then also have the level 2 in the Skeleton Archers. And I've got some Skeleton Horse Archers down here because I was like, first, let's start deploying, so I start seeing things. And I was like, he's actually got kind of nearly the same amount of drops as me. Because I thought these Skeleton Skirmishers were going to ambush. So on himself, he's got his Tomb King on the far flank. He's got Skeleton Chariots, Tomb Guard Chariots. He's got his 2 Tomb Scorpions down here at the bottom, as we can see here. And then inside the both Skeleton Chariots are where the other Tomb Kings are. So the Armour of Destiny is the one here, and the other one is here. So I do get turn 1, and I think this is already where I make a mistake. So, annoyingly, you can't see it. There is a big brick of Skeleton Archers here. So obviously we're just moving them to make sure it fits. And it looks like I deleted the wrong thing. So there's a big brick of Skeleton Archers here that is blocking the my view. And something I did is I moved them up to go shooting, and I realised afterwards I was like, I should have just stayed back because I can't see his chariots. Okay, he can charge from them, and if he was to keep them hidden over time, and if I keep going backwards, he's not coming out. So this was bad by me. I didn't really get any spells off. I moved about kind of thing. I took some wounds. Just general thing. I moved on to 2 Scorpions to be like Tomb Scorpion and Tomb Scorpion. I try and kill 1 Tomb Scorpion early on. I only do 2 damage to it when Shabti kind of been letting me down in recent games. But also I messed up because I put my Skeleton Archers here blocking the Ushabti. So I should have just kept my Skeleton Archers back ready for the pounce where I need them to be. He then just presses up fully and he's gone beyond his scares and skirmishes. So this is where already I was like, I've made a mistake. If I kept my Shabty further back and kept moving back, at this point, I've got free reign on those Tomb Chariots, okay? If he doesn't then play with them how he wants to do them properly, I could potentially then start whistling down scares and skirmishes so I can start killing them. Tomb Dragon moves up here. At first, he did leave it within 15. I was going quiet. This is a tournament game. This is Team Wales. This is Team Ukraine. And he goes, wait. What wizard is that? I'm not going to lie to the man. I said, it is my illusion wizard. He goes, let me just measure 15.1. And he got 15.1. So he's very much in a position to charge my Ushabti. So onto my turn 2. Because I've already messed up, I personally feel like my placement of things. I kind of push a few things up to start messing things up. So I put a column of crystal here in front of my Scares and Archers. So as you can see, there's a lovely place for them right there. So the idea is, it was more for this Scares and Chariots. I didn't measure. I thought potentially it's to stop him hitting them. Or if they were to hit him, he has to go through the dangerous terrain. It's a long charge. I get a stand and shoot. I could do quite a lot of damage. Placed it here, and I've worked it out that he should hit and overrun in this way. And because of how big he is, there's a good chance of still being Miasma Mirage, so I can shut down his dragon. That's my plan. I did a couple more wounds. I didn't kill the Tomb Scorpion. And you'll realise that was kind of a bit of a mistake. So I just try and shoot down some Scares and Chariots. I kill, I think, 2 from this unit and nearly a third. And I kill 1 in a bit from this way. Goes to his turn 2. Doesn't do a lot. So he goes to charge and goes sets it up. He doesn't get the effect of difficult, but because he's going to land in it, he has to take the difficult. He rolled a 1 and a 6, so he chooses the 1. His Swift Stride was another 1. His movement's only 10, so he's got 11 inches. He was 11.5 away and failed it. And I'm like, oh. And if I didn't hide my Tomb Priest, if I kept him up here, I could have shut down his dragon. So that's already my issue. I should have measured out properly, done it properly, made it so your Tomb Dragon has to hit here. If I sit here now with my Priest, even if you mess up, even if what happens you overrun, I'm going to hit your Miasma Mirage. That's what I should have done, and that's what failed me. He moves up his Chariots here. He actually, I think, loses a Chariot because of it. I don't know what's happening here. I think once again we've got to measured and moved things up because I believe these are actually in. This is it. Sorry for this battle report. So these two Chariots do charge this unit of Ushabti. They lose, so they give grounds. But because it's all weird, I'm going to ask the audience here. So there's 2 Chariots here. They've beaten combat here. I've fallen back. There's no way he can follow up to this unit. So we're like, okay, does he stop on this hill? Or does he follow up into the unit of Ushabti here? So it is a follow-up into this Ushabti here. So my Ushabti here are in combat here, which is annoying. I know what's actually happened. No, that's on the next turn, I think. So on my turn now, I've Miasma Miraged here. I've still left my Ushabti here. I've tried to shoot down these guys. We set it up so I Plague of Rust here and Miasma Mirage. And we were umming like, does Miasma Mirage stick on the character? We got told one way it did, and then halfway through, after I'd done my shoot and actually killed the unit, it was like, oh no, it's not that. So we took back one shooting attack back, just so, because I didn't want his Tomb King just to be freely running around. And actually, maybe I did want it, so you could charge with it, go into this Chaos and Archer block. I challenge, I kind of potentially win on combat res, you never know. I hold up here, I'm shooting things off. This is where it starts getting a bit sad. So I'm going to start with 2 Scorpions. I charge 1 into the unit, and I charge another 1 into a 2 Scorpion down here. So my thought process is, I've got a chance of killing him before he hits me back. So I charge, I fight, I don't kill him, I get a wound off him. He fights back, he gets a killing blow, so he kills me and moves on. But the idea is, if I win that combat, I overrun into this Tomb Chariot unit. So I've got 2 Tomb Scorpions fighting there, and that's my plan. I'm okay, brilliant. I can bring these down slowly. He can't give ground because WTC is ruling it. If you're touching terrain, you can't give back ground because it's technically on that. If you go into it, it's a weird one. And I meant this Tomb Scorpion probably couldn't fight. This combat here, he loses combat. I win by like X amount or something. Something bad goes wrong for him. It's really weird. And he just deletes his unit. the good Samaritan I am, I've done the math. I've calculated it out. I've gone, no, you've done one. He's done a 7 crumble. He goes, oh, that's the unit dead. And I was like, oh, I did tell him I needed 8 because his Tomb King's got 7 and one guy had 1 wound left. I was like, no, you've got a guy with a wound left. So his Tomb King is alive on a wound because I'm such a nice bloke. So don't necessarily want at tournaments who say I'm not. I say he's kind of losing stuff, but the big thing is it's not a lot of points gone down from him. Okay, so because these characters are basically 1,000 points and they're very hard to get rid of. So it's a kind of a deny list, but can get its points back. So let's say the Chariots come in, they hit stuff, they can potentially grind through. The Tomb King on Dragon can easily get his points back, and that's the big thing. So onto my turn, his turn 4, he gets rid of this column, and he goes to charge the Scares and Archers, because he can. Okay, great, it's not what I wanted. I shoot, I get all my poison shots, I do 3 shots in combat, like in the sand shoot. We go to the challenge, I hold it up and whatnot. I win by like 4 because of combat res, and he's whiffing, and I mean it. His dice rolls on this Tomb King is rubbish. I'm sorry to say. He loses. He crumbles by 2, and he goes back. He's got 4 wounds left. I know he's got the Armour of Ages, but I was trying to math it out. I was like, okay, what I do is I Might Mirage this, and then I shoot him down. All right. I just need to restrain reform. Cool. Roll a 9, it's fine. I've got my leadership reroll. It's all good. We love Tomb Scorpion, Scares and Archers. I roll another 9, so I have to follow up. And I was like, at that point, I was like, that to me is potentially game for my it's not game, but I'm like, that stopped me probably winning quite easily because I think if I do that, that is dead. I fire these Shabdies, I fire everything into it. I even a chance. Or get it down so he's got like 1 wound, and it's like, now if you charge me, if you crumble, you don't win big. I've only got to do a wound to you. You're not dangerous. If I do have to follow up in front of him. Goes down here. The Chad's Tomb Scorpion takes a wounds in combat. He's down to 2, whatever. He fights before me. He gets another killing blow, so he kills another Shabdi. So this Chad is a Chad. His Tomb King's still on 1 dragon. I can't give ground because of my Scares and Archers. This combat over here, it's just a stalemate. We're just slowly slapping each other. Goes to my turn 4. I get the usual Shabdi. I was like, I can't charge this Tomb King, which is really annoying. Because I was like, if I charge it, I can make a crumble and win. But I go and shoot off this Tomb Scorpion because I don't want to go into my back. I do, once again, we'll continue this. I'm down to 1 wound now, but we're slowly grinding through. This combat doesn't really do much this turn. I don't lose a Shabdi. Oh, actually, maybe I do, but I've rested it. I think I've rested it and lost the Shabdi back. I Might Mirage's thing here, and this is where I potentially make the mistake. And this is the big one. I charge in with the Shabdi because I'm thinking, let's try and get to combat res 6. He might whiff. Okay, I've got a champion. And once again, I win the combat because I challenge it out. He's -1 hit because of the casket, like whatnot. So he's not hitting me well. He wounds me 3 times with the dragon, and I'm like, great. I'm only going to do my walks. I don't want to give up the regens. I rolled 666, and this Chad champion is just staring down a dragon. And I think I actually get to attack with him before he dies. Don't wound or do anything. He then dies to the stomps. But I draw combat. But I'm a cheapskate and don't buy a musician. So we're tied and we're stuck there. Once again, it would be great to push him around. It would have been his turn next turn, so it doesn't actually matter. But I was just, it's so sad. It's hurting me. But as I say, I think this is the point where I played it wrong. Because at the end, we'll see what happens with the Shabdi. His turn 4, he decides now to split these off. I do to kill his Tomb King in this turn, in his turn 4. He does Monster Slay like 2 more Shabdi, then goes into my Scares and Horse Archers. He kills this Tomb Scorpion, but his guy's down to 2 wounds. So a perfect shot for some Shabdi. This guy's got Might Miraged. He's broken off, so this guy can kind of play around. Once again, combat's fighting. He wins the combat. Obviously, this unit can't give ground, so they're stuck, but my Shabdi can. This is probably where I make the big mistake. I charge, in my turn 1, I charge my Shabdi in. Once again, trying to get, I've got a flank, I've got a challenge. he's just not doing anything. He can't give ground. It's not worth it. And all I'm doing is potentially giving up like 250 points. I might Mirage the Tomb King because once again he misplays. He doesn't measure out 15. I chuck out my Wizard. I fireball this thing to death. I do shoot off these Tomb cards. Chariot with the Ushabti here. So I do get those points. So it's quite good. So he's lost all his stuff. He's lost 2 units things. He's lost the Tomb Scorpion and he's lost a King. So points wise, I am winning. Okay. And we're getting close to it. And I was like, I don't think he's going to eat up this brick. Okay. I could potentially only lose that and Ushabti. Maybe pull 11-9. 12-8 if I'm lucky. Once again, he's moving up. He doesn't charge the Tomb Scorpion. We're still fighting here. I can't give ground when he wins his combat because I'm an idiot. Because I'm trying to think how to play this and try and keep this guy alive. I can't res this Ushabti because I believe I'm not in range. Or if I do, I fail it. Or what? Because I've lost my reroll. I've lost my BSB in the big unit at this point. So my turn 6 is pretty easy. Because I'm a muppet, I lose my Ushabti unit. I Mirage his Tomb Guard, Tomb King does nothing. I kill the swarms. Goes to his turn 6 and nothing happens, basically. That. Big pointers for me. I shouldn't have chucked in this Ushabti unit. That was bad. I should have started backpedaling. And I shouldn't have TMP'd my Skeleton Archers that early. I knew about ranges. I knew roughly where like the max he could go to, etc. So I should have kept my Ushabti in a straight line here. And just shot off the small things and force them at me. And as you say, if turn 1, if I'm far back and he moves up those Skeleton Chariots, that's when I just get like 2-3 shots down. Just try and kill off a unit. But it does end is technically a victory to me. I get 1,051, so he's 935. Because of scoring, it is a 10-10. And this, for me, I put it down as a green. Try to get some, I was thinking maybe a 13-14. Because his stuff does die easily to me. Like even a rogue fireball can kill off Skeleton Chariots really easily. It's really good versus the Tomb Kings potentially because it gets rid of a save. But he played it really well. He knows what he's doing in the list. It's really fun. This is a list I would like to take to potentially like a one-day tournament. Have a bit of fun. Just chuck Chariots at you. Really good. I really liked it. Personally for me, I'd maybe try and get a weapon on these Tomb Kings. Just to be like, oh, I'm in. I'm going to beat stick you, but he's there for survivability. He knows what his role is. He's just played it really well. Absolutely smashed it. Maybe drop one of these Skeleton Skirmishers for a large unit of, I say large unit, you can get like 8 of them, of Skeleton Horse Archers, just because they've got the speed to keep up with your Skeleton Chariots, just so you can then press forwards and keep a unit hidden. And the idea is you keep rezzing that guy. And maybe don't make your Tomb King on thing, your general. Maybe make the thing that's got 4 up ward save. And the idea is he sticks with those things. Really good list, really good bloke. We had some issues like with judge calls and we were very amicable. As I say, I've really enjoyed this tournament so far and it's gone really well. So that was my game 4 of the WCC Online. Maybe some misplays by me, maybe a bit overzealous. Learning games and keep doing it now and not at Clash of Nations. But a fantastic game, lovely opponent. Definitely we're going to chat over the summer before when this maybe 1.5 comes out and have a chat about Tomb Kings and kind of what we think was a good build. But no, thank you very much for watching. And please like, subscribe. If you want to support, there is Firestorm affiliate link down at the bottom. They're great for everything. You can buy literally any kind of wargaming. I buy my board games from there, my Disney Arcana, where I play with my partner. And I get a lot of my Warhammer from there. So thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.